and Louise.
Purpose of this podcast is for everyone to live a life of bliss by engaging into positivity and growth. And so here in this podcast, we tackle the most important ideas to live a life of bliss, such as, of course, your physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual health. So, Louise, how are you? How are you right now there?
Okay naman, I'm good and well. Of course, business as usual, back to business. And of course, trying to be productive despite and in spite of what's happening around me. How about you, Migs?
For me, I actually feel very lively. Feeling ko nakapag-adjust na ako. Parang the first 2 weeks, I felt like, life has been too long. Too long. Pero ngayon, parang saglit na lang yung buhay. Nagulat ako, Thursday na pala ngayon. Can you imagine it's Thursday once again?
Yeah, oo. Ang bilis na ng araw ngayon compared to the first 2 weeks, no, na parang ang tagal-tagal ng araw.
Yeah. And of course, merong nag-message sa atin, no, si Leo Ardina. Uy, si Leo, kaibigan natin yan. Sabi niya, miss you both. We miss you too.
Ay,
Leo, no?
okay.
So,
sige, Mix.
feeling ko,
Bati
miss
tayo.
talaga ni Leo, ikaw.
Oo naman, sugar bestie ko yan si Leo. Na-miss niya na yung mga cake bondings namin, yung mga ice cream bondings namin, siguro. Alright, Mig, sige. Before we start, let's just greet our viewers. Batiin muna natin yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to Dose of Bliss with Migs and Louise. Sino ang nag-view sa'yo dyan, Mix?
For me, nag-view si Coach Rust. May comment pa nga siya, sabi ni Coach Rust doon sa comment niya, paano po yan, sir? Ayan, no? Feeling ko, miss na tayo nito. Miss na tayo nito.
Hi,
We are
Coach.
Russ's kids. Proud Russ's
Hi,
kids.
Coach. Yung ituturo namin ngayon, tinuro mo lang din sa amin. Thank you. Who else?
Alright. Next is Paulo Castro. Hello po, Paulo Castro.
Hi, Sir Paulo. Boss Paulo Castro.
Si boss yan. For you, Luis.
For me, Janica is watching. Hi, Janica. Kamusta? I hope you're well and safe and your family also. Thank you for watching. Na-miss ka na namin.
Yeah.
Alright. Sige.
Yeah, so for me, I'm good with mga bumate, no? So, Luis, the reason why we're doing this podcast, of course, gusto natin yung positivity, gusto natin yung mga bagay na yan is really, we show it to many people as you can, but more than positivity, it's also growth. And right now, kasi, if you're watching the news, no, or if you're really into the news right now, maybe there's a lot of information, some positive, some hindi masyadong positive. And sabi ko nga, when I was actually sharing this morning, sabi ko nga, sometimes social media has been too noisy. Pansin mo ba yon?
Yes, super, especially the news. A lot of news are going on. Tapos dagdag mo pa rin yung mga fake news na kumakalat, na wala namang sources. Diba?
True. And more than yung mga walang sources na news, I guess with whatever information, sobrang daming information that's going on right now, sometimes it's already affecting the mood of our people.
Right.
And for example lang, yesterday I just received a news and kanina rin binalita mo sa akin na kung saan C5 and EDSA is actually traffic at this time. Nabalitaan mo ba yon?
Yeah. Oo, nagulat nga ako eh. Sabi ko, paano nangyari yon na ang C5 ay traffic when people are supposed to be staying at their homes. Diba?
True, it's the same thing with EDSA. Sabi, bakit magkaka-traffic sa EDSA? Di ba dapat nasa bahay lahat ng mga tao? So for sure, may pasaway. And of course, this is not just the only news that could provide negativity. It's not just the news that could provide anger to some people. And whatever information that is, sometimes, dahil nga sobrang bombarded natin ng mga information, mga balita, apektado na yung araw natin, where our day is already affected. Sometimes, we're nilalabas natin to sa mga mahal natin sa buhay na wala namang kinalaman doon sa negativity. And because of that, a lot of people right now are spreading, maybe it's either fear, maybe worry, or maybe hate and anger. What's your take on that, Louise?
Yeah, I agree with that, no, Migs. Kasi most people right now, their focus ngayon is to, alam mo yon, clean their house, clean their physical space, without really understanding that a lot of things are going on around us, yung mga balita sa social media, that's actually affecting us as well. That's why maybe this is something that we want to share today, no, Mix, that decluttering is not only limited to physical space. Hindi lang siya more on sa mga gamit natin sa bahay, general cleaning. Decluttering is not just limited to that, but rather decluttering can also be applied to our mental and our emotional well-being, which is right now that we're in crisis, we are greatly affected talaga, di ba?
True. And ang tanong nga natin dyan really is all about how do you now declutter your day? Because the truth is, ang ganda nung sinabi mo, it's not just about physical. Okay? Kasi of course, a lot of people right now, when we speak about cluttering, maglilinis ako ng bahay, which is maganda naman ha. Mag-aayos ako ng cabinet ko, which is maganda naman talaga. It's just that only 1/3, okay? Only 1/3 of our entire well-being is being decluttered kung physical lang yan. Another 2/3 is not being decluttered, and we're gonna talk about it. It's all about emotional and mental decluttering as well. So that being said, Luis, ano yung sa tingin mo will create an entire well-being, an entire decluttering that will help a lot of people at this time?
Alright, sige, simulan muna natin dun sa mga alam ng mga tao, no? It's really all about the physical decluttering, which is a lot of people are doing now because they have a lot of time at their homes. Hopefully a lot of people are doing this now dahil marami na silang oras. So ano nga ba yung physical decluttering? It's really taking out all the things that's taking up space that you're not using anymore. Diba? Ako personally, guilty ako dyan. I know yung mga women, shout out to the women out there. I know and I understand you. We have a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, a lot of bags na sometimes hindi naman natin ginagamit na, di ba? Pero alam mo yung feeling na parang hindi mo siya ma-let go, may sentimental value, or feeling mo, masusuot ko pa pag pumayat ako. Who can relate? Kung nakaka-relate ka dyan, mag-comment ka. Kung nakaka-relate ka, kung meron ka mga damit dyan na ayaw mo pang i-let go kasi feeling mo masusuot mo pa. I'm
yung
telling
graduation,
you right,
yung graduation clothes na grade 6 graduation pa lang nandyan na, hanggang ngayon nandyan pa rin, 20 years after, di ba?
Diba? I'm telling you right now to let go of that already. Kasi sometimes hindi natin alam or hindi natin nakikita yung effect niya, but it actually goes a long way, no? Hindi lang sa physical space natin na feel natin mas maluwag, mas malinis. Sometimes kasi yung magulong physical space, it affects the way we think, the way we feel, diba? Maybe I want to ask dun sa mga nanonood ngayon, maybe this is a perfect opportunity to evaluate your home, maybe your bedroom, and what are you feeling when you look at your bedroom? Anong pakiramdam? Is it comfortable? Is it magulo, madaming mga gamit? And And if yes, ang sagot mo, maybe it's the perfect time now to actually arrange and organize your room. Anong take mo doon, Migs?
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you simply because maybe the reason kung bakit paggising sa umaga ng mga tao parang buryong-buryo ka na sa buhay. May mga kilala kang ganyan, Luis. Yung parang bad
diba?
trip na. Kasi paggising mo sa umaga, everything that you see is so messy. And so we will always say this, no, na kapag if messy, kung magulo yung nasa paligid, kung magulo yung, you know, when you open your cabinet, parang 1/10 lang naman or 10% lang naman nung nasa cabinet mo yung talagang sinusuot mo paulit-ulit. Iba dyan na underwear mo, di ba bacon na? Yung ibang damit mo dyan, kupas na. Utang na loob, we suggest you really declutter it so that new things, alright, mas mabango, okay, mas maganda, mas masarap suotin can actually just come in. I will always believe that even physical space is all about energy. It's all about how you feel about it. And my mentor will always say, sabi nga ni Coach Russ, no, na nandito, and even his mentor will always say, na kung saan if the physical space is not really giving you a right energy, for sure yung mood mo apektado. And because yung mood mo affected, automatically yung energy mo that you're bringing to people and to the rest of the world will always be equally affected.
Agree, no? And maybe for those who are watching na parang iniisip nila ngayon, wait, sobrang dami kong iligpit pala. Hi, Miss Gigi. Hello. Thank you for tuning in and watching us. Ayan, nag-declutter
Sabi
na
niya,
daw sila.
nag-declutter.
Ayan. Yeah, for those of you who are watching na iniisip nyo, wait, sobrang dami kong i-declutter. Ang dami ko, kailangan ko pala siya gawin. Maybe you're asking yourself, saan ba ako magsisimula? Maybe a tip for you guys is magsimula ka per room. Diba? Mag-start ka per room. You start first with your bedroom and then move to another room and then move to the living room. Start ka muna by room. And then, umpisahan mo sa mga damit. Take out all the clothes that you're not wearing anymore. Yung mga gamit sa bahay, yung mga niregalo dyan sa bahay, na feeling mo may sentimental value but in reality, hindi mo naman talaga nagagamit. Start letting go of it.
Agree. And sabi nga ni gusto ko lang sabihin to, sabi nga ni Oliver is nag-declutter daw siya dati. Wow! Nag-donate na pero may mga natira pa rin. I love what Oliver said here, Luis, no? Sabi niya, one of the things you can do with your old clothes is really donate it. Especially at the time right now, it's very, very powerful. It is very, very helpful to actually help people, people in need right now by what? By donating it, especially kung pwede pa yan gamitin.
Thank you for sharing that, Oliver. That's really inspiring. A lot of people now are actually in need. So lahat makakatulong talaga. At the same time also, I just wanna share, Migs. I remember before, I had a lot of clothes na isang beses ko lang nagamit, maybe for an event. Maybe, kasi di ba ngayon, a lot of us are just at home. Maybe yung mga iba, walang work. It's actually a good also thing to sell the things that hindi na natin ginagamit. Maybe there are people who might be interested na bilhin yon or kailangan nila yung mga gamit na yon. At the same time, you're able to earn, no? But if tingin mo naman, you don't need to earn, talagang makakatulong if you will donate it sa mga in need. Kapag declutter ka na, nakatulong ka pa, di ba?
Wow, I love that. Sabi nga nung isang viewer natin natin, no, that is actually very popular on Netflix as well. Sabi nung one of our viewers, si Ryan Takutan, sabi niya, KonMari Method. Definitely. Do you still
Yeah.
remember, Luis, before lagi na kinukwento sa akin
Marie
yan?
Kondo. Oo. Yeah, Marie Kondo. I used to binge watch Marie Kondo at Netflix, no? Siguro Marie Kondo before na niya nilelet go yung mga bagay, lagi siya nagti-thank you doon sa mga bagay na yon. Like, kunyari, meron siyang damit na ile-let go, magti-thank you siya kasi alam niyang sinerve siya nung damit na yon well. So, ang ganda nun, no? Para, alam mo yun, walang hard feelings to let go. To let go dun sa mga bagay na yun. So, thank you for sharing that, Ryan, no? KonMari Method, kung di nyo pa napanood yon, watch Marie Kondo on Netflix.
Especially right now, no? And because alam naman natin nakakatulong to, you know what, you're not just blessing people, but you're also, you know, blessing yourself by decluttering your physical space. Right? And so, again, one of the things na ginagawa natin dito is really talking about, you know, decluttering your physical space. But then again, Luis, we talked about a while ago na kung saan decluttering your physical space is just 1/3 of the equation. Your entire well-being doesn't revolve around just the physical. It revolves around other aspects as well that maybe kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin, other aspects as well na maybe kailangan i-focus on, because a lot of people right now may be forgotten, okay, or maybe have not being aware of decluttering these other areas of their lives. Maybe that's the reason why they're worried. Maybe that's the reason why they're in fear or in doubt, or maybe that's the reason why they're angry. They feel angry or feel hatred. And so, aside from physical, what are other things, Louise, that you feel will help people if they declutter? If they declutter it.
Ayan. So, second thing aside from physical is all mental, no? Just like what you shared earlier, this before we start this session, Migs. Wow, thank you, RJ, for sharing. Tama, mas maraming idea na nagda-download. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, aside from the physical space, we have also to take a look at our mental, no? Our mental space. Especially now, just like what you've shared, a lot of news pumapasok sa atin, and maybe for some of us, diba, lagi tayong nasa social media, and it's really affecting our mental space, giving us anxieties, it's giving us worries, and kailangan yung mental space natin, we have to also protect in this time or every day. What are your thoughts around it, Migs?
I love what you said, especially right now there's too much information. There's too much on SOCMED na ang tawag nila sa social media ngayon, no? Gen Z na, I thought I was the millennial one. And then Gen Z actually put a term on it. It's called SOCMED, or social media. On Facebook alone, you notice a lot of information, you notice a lot of news, you notice a lot of opinions, comments, opinions, ideas. Wala namang problema dyan. It's just that the only question I want to ask people here is that really serving them? Is that making them happier? Is that making them more inspired? Is that making them more productive? Is that making them honor their greatness? Is that making them honor their well-being? Kasi feeling ko, which I guess there are studies also, ikaw, Luis, I'm gonna ask you in a while, no? Psychologically, nakaka-apekto yung opinion ng mas maraming tao. So when more people talk about negativity, and out of 20 posts, 18 dyan negative, parang ikaw din affected ka dyan, you become the 19th person. So again, you are a psychology graduate, Luis, so mas credible ka to speak about it. What have you found in your studies that actually support that idea?
Ano ka ba? Grabe ka naman. Pinahirapan mo naman ako. Wala na akong naalala sa mga subject ko nung college ako. Basta ang alam ko lang that mental clutters actually holds us back from being productive, holds us back from being our true self, no? Ako, to be honest, no, on the first 2 weeks of the ECQ, I have a lot of mental clutters. That's why I did not become productive. I was just on Netflix, ganyan, nag-K-drama party muna ako kasi a lot of things are going on in my mind and I really can't function well. So for those of you who might be experiencing this, no, maybe you have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind, a lot of anxieties. Maybe it's your mental clutter that's affecting you already. Kasi if you actually let go of this mental clutter, you will actually become more productive, happier, and you feel
Agree.
healthier.
And
So,
I just want to
part
qualify that.
of
Yeah. I just want to qualify that kasi of course, hindi naman natin sinasabing wag na, do not be informed, wag nang makinig ng mga news or wag nang manood, do not be, we're not saying all of these things. We're not saying na, stay away. We're not saying na, just be ignorant or whatever. What we're trying to say here, parang paliligo, okay? Just as you clean yourself physically by taking a bath, you also clean yourself mentally by maybe taking a bath mentally by making sure you observe but not absorb. Siguro I love that term, no? Observe but not absorb.
Yeah. Sige, next. Maybe we wanna share ano nga ba yung mga things or steps that we can do to declutter our mental space. 'Di ba? What are the things
Perfect.
that we can do? 'Di ba? So, number one that I wanna share, especially now na maybe a lot of people are still adjusting kasi they're in their homes. Hindi sanay magtrabaho sa homes. There are a lot of distractions compared to the office space, di ba? Mas kakaiba yung distraction sa bahay because maybe you're taking care of your children, maybe may mga household chores. So, para hindi ka bombard and ma-overwhelmed, make sure to create your to-do list every day. Have your to-do list every day or have your structure every day. What are the things that you want to accomplish for the day? And do not pressure yourself. Make sure na yun lang yung gagawin mo for the day. And as long as you accomplish these things, you know na yun yung measure mo ng productivity for today so that you will not be overwhelmed. Anong tingin mo doon, Migs?
Right. For me, more aside from being a to-do list, you can do is really create like a time blocking. For me, kasi I'm not a fan of to-do list simply because ako na overwhelmed ako. Parang lagi ako nag-overcommit sa sarili ko. And maybe a lot of people, maybe our viewers, our listeners, are also being overwhelmed by their to-do list kasi they overcommit. So what I can do, instead of having a to-do list, is really also have a time blocking. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi effective sa inyo yung to-do list, it's equally the same. Parehas lang yon. Ang pinagkaiba lang, time blocking is binablock mo na, kunyari, at 8 a.m. to 8:30 or 9 a.m. na lang, para realistic, no? 9 a.m. to 9:30, ito yung gagawin ko. I will not do any other activity aside from the ones actually put in my timeline. At 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I'm gonna have a meeting or I'm gonna have a live. Okay, whatever that is, okay, that will make you productive and at the same time will help you in your productivity. You can do that either through a to-do list or through time blocking. So I agree with you on that, Louise. What else?
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Mix. No, another option that our viewers might want to look at. And for me also, since di ba ang concern natin, the social media, the news is really affecting us so much. Ako personally, di ba? My suggestion is really to control the screen time,
Mm-hmm. Can you really
di
control it?
ba? Control your social media consumption. Kumbaga, limit it. Aside, or rather, instead of just doing social media, exploring social media, find other platforms where you can find more inspiring posts, more motivating posts than yung mga news na yan. So less. Oh, I'm not saying na hindi ka talaga makikinig ng news because it's important to be informed well. But you limit it.
Yeah, and more than limiting social media consumption, kasi I'm just curious, Luis, for you, how do you do it? Kasi of course, ako personally parang hindi ko na maisip. I cannot imagine my 1 hour without having my phone in my hand. So I'm just gonna be honest, no? Pero for you, what are tips or things that our viewers and maybe I can do so that I can limit social media consumption?
Ako, what I just do is, I just don't visit Facebook muna. I just do other
Mm-hmm.
things. I focus on doing work and I focus on accomplishing my to-do list and not looking at my Facebook muna to distract me from whatever is going on. So if it's that's helpful actually kasi hindi ka muna makikibalita sa kung ano nangyayari. Maybe set a schedule. Kung tapos ka na mag-work, doon ka lang mag-check ng Facebook. Ganon. Maybe
Yeah. For me, Louise, ako, what I do, and you know this, I don't unfriend people because I feel unfriending is a bit too much. Feeling ko lang, we're entitled to our own ideas. We're entitled to our own opinions. And feeling ko lang it's too much when you bring the relationship with the idea. Kumbaga, for you, Louise, there are also other ideas na pinaniniwalaan mo that I don't believe in, or meron akong mga ideas that you don't believe in, but I will not bring the relationship here. Okay? So I don't unfriend people. However, I unfollow which I feel toxic. Yung mga feeling kong toxic na, post, which I feel toxic for my well-being. True. Ang daming hanash, ang daming something. So, I simply just unfollow them, not unfriend them, no? Kasi magkaiba yun eh. Ibig sabihin, I still value the relationship, but the idea, ayokong ipasok sa consciousness ko, ayokong ipasok sa utak ko. But they're still my friend, I still honor and respect them, but I unfollow their post.
Yeah, if that's help you, why not? 'Di ba? Hindi naman nila malalaman 'yan. Hindi naman malalaman 'yan eh. I'm sure a lot of people are doing that also. And maybe also one more thing that I want to share, especially now we're in crisis, no? Maybe a lot of people are actually anxious, thinking about their future, thinking about what's gonna happen. Siguro, I want to share with you is to just be present at the moment, diba? To just be with at the moment. Maybe instead of thinking what will happen to you, maybe take this time or this opportunity to enjoy the present moment, that you are safe at your home, that you are with your family, that your family is safe. What are your thoughts around that, Mix?
And really, aside from being present, it's also putting focus, I guess, to what's more important. I
Yeah.
guess part of it really is, it's being able to understand that there are things that are really great in life. May mga bagay naman talaga sa buhay na mas maganda. May mga bagay
Yeah.
naman talaga that could make our lives better. I'm not saying the world is perfect as it is. What I'm saying is, ito na to eh. kumbaga wala naman tayong magagawa. We are on lockdown. So, I just had a call yesterday, Luis, no? I just want to share this story. Sabi ko dun sa ka-call ko, sa ka-meeting ko, 1 month na tayong lockdown, di mo pa rin tanggap? And maybe a lot of our viewers, a lot of our listeners also, parang will also ask themselves, teka lang, oo nga, no, 1 month na. Itong 1 month na to, hindi na to mababalik eh. And being present really allows us to see what is the priority, to see what is more important, and to see other areas in our lives that what, something we can be grateful, we can be thankful for. For me, I'm so grateful that, as I declutter my mind, I'm grateful that 1 month after I'm negative in terms of COVID, alam mo yon, hindi ako nakaka-experience ng sakit, whatever. My family's safe, my family's healthy. And if I just focus on that, I can simply say na, uy, instead of focusing on the negativity and the toxicity of the social media world, I can just look at it and say, uy, okay naman pala. How about you? What are the things you're grateful for?
Ako, I'm just grateful, no? Kasi, 1 month of being in the lockdown and my family is safe, di ba? My family is safe, hindi naman nagkakasakit, and happy na yung barangay namin, nagbibigay ng relief goods, di ba? Yun yung mga bagay na masaya lang, di ba? And happy that even if it's lockdown, I'm still able to work. We're still able to earn income. Yung company ng mga family ko are still providing for them. So, it's something to be grateful for.
Agree. And
so maybe dun sa mga nanonood sa atin, if you would like to share with us, you want to know what are the things that you are grateful for in your life right now that we're on lockdown. Hindi natin isip to be grateful. Maybe we want to know what are the things that you're grateful for. We'll be happy to read it.
Let's pause for a while, Luis. Bati muna tayo. Of course, we've got viewers, we've got, people who are actually appreciating our topic for today. Again, our topic is all about decluttering your life, physical, mental, and emotional, so that you can live a happier, more fulfilled, and a better well-being on a day-to-day basis. So, bati muna tayo. I just wanna greet Paulo Diaz. How are you, Paulo? Jo Marie,
Hi, Paulo.
AB, Charisse, Oji, and Annabelle. That's for me. How about for you?
For me, watching us is Miss Gina de la Vega. Hi, Miss Gina. I hope you are safe and your family is safe. Thank you for joining us today. Yun lang yung sa akin eh, but a lot of people actually joined me. Yeah.
All right, so going back again, we're speaking about decluttering your physical, mental, and emotional life so you can live a happier, more blissful, and more fulfilled day to day. And right now, we're talking about mental well-being. So nandun pa rin tayo. Kanina pinag-usapan natin is all about what are the things you will be grateful for. If there are things you are grateful for, comment ka naman so that we can actually post it on screen so that we can know and other people will be inspired by your story as well. How are you? What are you grateful for? What are the things you appreciate in this season? And what are the truly important things that it's considered as a blessing? And because it is considered as a blessing, it's something that you can be thankful about. All right. So now moving on, Luis, for me, I just want to share something around clearing or decluttering your mental space. All right. For me, you know this, but it's all about meditation. Okay. Are you doing that still? When I say meditation, hindi ko yung napaka-weird na, hindi yung ganyan, no? It's really just about breathing. Okay. That's taking a deep breath, inhale, and exhale, and just continue taking deep breaths to clear your mind. Kasi akala nung ibang tao, when you meditate, ang nasa isip nila para siyang magic, okay, na parang weirdo ko, para si Doctor Strange, or if not Doctor Strange, parang itong magic formula whatsoever. Okay? For us, meditation is not just about magic. It's simply breathing and clearing your head. Okay? And sabi nga ng mga expert pinakinggan natin at pinanood natin, no, meditation must be done right after you wake up and right before you sleep. Meditation before you wake up, after you wake up rather, and before you sleep. What's your take on that, Louise?
That's so true, no? Because actually it allows you to calm your mind before doing things. For me, my kind of meditation is through worship songs. It allows me to calm myself. Whenever I wake up, I play worship songs to just allow myself to ground myself, to calm myself before doing things, before starting my day. And of course, part of it is doing my prayer. So the key here really is just finding what will work for you. Ang importante lang is before you start your day, there must be something, maybe a routine that will allow you to pause at the moment, to just be in the present. Alam mo yon? Yeah.
And the reason kung bakit importante rin yan is because, again, it's all about what you feed your mind with. Ibig sabihin, ano-ano ba yung mga bagay that you're actually feeding your mind with? And hi, Glenn, no? Welcome here. Welcome to your Dose of Bliss with Migs and Louise. And Glenn, tanong ko sa'yo, ano yung mga nilalagay mo sa utak mo, no? Or sa mind mo? What are you feeding your mind with? Because it's all about that. If there's so much toxicity, if there's so much negativity that you feed your mind with, automatically, it's like an orange. That's my analogy here, Louise. If you squeeze an orange, it's always orange that will come out because it's an orange. It cannot be apple, it cannot be strawberry, it cannot be a watermelon because it's an orange. Which means, if you come in, kung ang finifeed mo sa utak mo is all about negativity, toxicity, automatically, without a doubt, negativity and toxicity rin yung lalabas sa mouth mo or wherever. Now, why am I saying here? Because meditation allows you to be neutral. Diba? There's so much negativity and then now you meditate at dahil nag-meditate ka, you are allowing to let go, to choose out from what? From the negativity and the toxicity so you can feed your mind again with better things. Sabi nga ni, I just want to do this, one of our viewers, Luis, no, si Richard Rosales, sabi niya, I keep a mind food journal. Okay? And I log everything I'm reading, listening, or watching. Ang ganda nung sinabi niya, no? I circle all the negative or useless information so I can highlight all the positive and helpful ones. So the more I do this, the more I become aware of the things entering my mind. If I find more circles, I know I'm focusing on eliminating yung mga naka-circles. What's your take on that, Louise?
That's so nice. Thank you for sharing that, no, Richard. I love it. Maybe I want to consider doing that as well. It allows me to be aware of ano ba yung pinapasok ko sa mind ko on a day-to-day basis. Thank you for sharing, RJ. That's very helpful. One last thing before we move to our next topic, I want to share also, we're still on the mental space, no? One last thing is really all about taking breaks. Take your break. Si Migs guilty dito, no? Kasi kahit na 11 p.m., minsan pag may nag-pop up na work, mag-work pa rin siya, no? And it's something that I've been actually asking him na maybe just designate a time kung saan you will say to yourself that it's break already, tapos na mag-work, so that you don't feel overwhelmed, hindi gamit na gamit yung utak mo, hindi ka pagod na pagod, hindi punong-puno yung utak mo. Take break, mag-relax, it's important. It's equally important as your work. Anong masasabi mo, Migs?
Number one, I'm guilty about it. Sometimes you will chat, sometimes you will call, tapos sabihin ko, Luis, wait lang, may ginagawa ko. Tapos sabihin mo, work na naman yan, work na naman yan. And I'm equally guilty of that, no? And tamang-tama kasi, your mind, or your well-being, is your most important asset. Which means just like a computer, kung ang computer nga nag-overheat, kung ang computer nga nasisira, kapag hindi mo, you're not shutting it down or you're not logging it out, what more tayo, it's equally important that we are taking a break because, again, our mind is our most important asset. If we become burned out, di ba ang tawag nga natin dyan is burnout. If we become burned out, then automatically, it will be harder for us to work. It will be harder for us to become productive. And so, again, taking a break is as equally important as, you meditate, is as equally important as, making something work for you. And decluttering or taking a break is as important as eating for me. What do you say about it?
Yeah, thank you, Mix. No? And I think itong topic na to around taking a break, this is really evident or maybe struggle siya for those entrepreneurs. Kasi di ba, we handle our own time, we work on our own pace, and I know a lot of people who are struggling to take a break. As in, rampa lang ng rampa, gora lang ng gora. This is, and sometimes yung nangyayari, yung body na nila yung nag-give up. And I myself also experienced this before. And when I got sick, I knew that it was actually my body telling me to take a break, to take a rest. And maybe for those entrepreneurs watching right now, maybe set a day, kahit isang araw lang, make sure you have a single day that you're not gonna work, that it's actually your Sabbath day, a rest day. Kung si Lord nga, si God nga nag-rest siya. Tayo pa kaya na tao lang, di ba?
Pag nakano iba parang mas magaling na sa Diyos, di ba? Na parang hindi, talaga as if naman yung hindi mo take ng break, meron. I mean, this is science, Luis, no? Di ba sabi nga nila, after the second or third hour, your productivity starts to decline. Mm-hmm. Ibig sabihin na burnout na yung utak mo, burnout na yung ideas mo, so you cannot think creatively, you cannot think innovatively because you're napapagod na siya, your mind is now getting tired. So as if naman, if you don't take a break, you will think of every creative or innovative solution out there, not understanding that if your mind is tired, it's not processing as efficient as it does when it's taking a break. So that being said, move to the next. Let's now move on to the next. Of course, we've been talking about, decluttering your physical space, decluttering your mental space, but this is as equally important. This is the last but not the least. What is it, Louise?
Of course, it's also decluttering our emotional space.
All right. And what does that mean?
It's all about getting in touch with our own feelings. And I think it starts with awareness on where we are right now in terms of what we are feeling. Diba? Maybe this is a perfect opportunity to check for the past weeks. For the past 4 weeks, how have you been in terms of your feelings? Ano ba yung nararamdaman mo in terms of feelings? Is it leaning towards to the negative ones? Lagi ka bang malungkot, frustrated, anxious, worried? What are your feelings? And you have to start with that. You have to start with, before you even get to declutter it, it has to start with awareness first, being in touch with what you're really feeling. Kasi a lot of people, what they tend to do is to be in denial. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Be in denial of what they're really feeling. Just because they don't want to, alam mo yun, parang ayaw na nila ng magdrama, feeling nila ayaw na nila maghanash-hanash. But part of you taking care of that emotional space is really being honest and getting in touch of your feeling, because that's real for you. As human beings, we're actually made of different emotions. We're designed to feel different emotions, not just to feel happy all the time.
Right. And I
Diba?
love what you said. Yeah, I love it, especially yung sinabi mo around we are made of different emotions. So it's really important to actually recognize what are those emotions are, and it's as equally important. However, you need to also recognize that it's not just about recognizing emotions, but also being able to be aware and recognize moods as well.
Yeah.
Anong ibig sabihin ko
Taking
yan?
care of
Some
sometimes
people
of the
kasi,
mood.
some people kasi, they are being emotional, pero yung emotional nila has been going around, for days, for hours. Now, what am I saying here? What I'm saying here is it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly okay to feel emotions, even if it's negative. It's perfectly fine to feel or to recognize emotions that you feel is authentic, that you feel is true, but it's not okay. It's not okay you actually hold on to or stay to that emotion for too long because it's already a choice. It's not already authentic. You've already been choosing to hold on. You've been already choosing to stay with that emotion. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
for you,
you.
Luis.
Thank you for yeah, thank you for sharing that, Migs, no, na para lang na-clarify natin what are the difference between emotions and moods. Diba? Because I think there's a lot of confusion around it eh. Ano nga ba yung emotion versus moods? So, siguro I just want to share for how do we now declutter our emotional space. If there's one thing that I want to share in terms of decluttering our emotional space, ito yung laging sinishare ni Coach Russ sa atin.
Mm-hmm.
And this, yeah, ito lang siya. Diba? Lagi niyang sinasabi sa atin that if you're not feeling good, maybe it's your
Mm-hmm.
ego. It's your ego of maybe you're feeling about something or for you take action in terms of your emotional space. It's about forgiveness. Diba? Forgiveness of whether forgiveness of yourself ba yan, maybe nagkamali ka, you failed at something, and it's actually frustrating you, or maybe you're living up to others' expectation and you're not able to reach it, or maybe you are parang, alam mo yon, maybe madami ka lang gustong gawin pero hindi mo magawa right at the moment and you're frustrated, or maybe other people hurt you. One best thing to do is to forgive.
Yeah, and
Anong masasabi mo
more
dyan, Mick?
I love forgiveness kasi a lot of people, it is a hard pill to swallow, right? It is a hard pill to
Mm-hmm.
swallow na talaga ba will I forgive and this person did me wrong, or this person actually have another idea with me, or maybe some people will say I don't really understand this person, it doesn't make sense, I don't get it. Sometimes we're putting logic to our heart as if logic and emotions, or logic and emotions are the same thing. without understanding that sometimes logic gets in the way of actually us being in relationship with people, sometimes even in ourselves, di ba? Kahit sa sarili natin mismo, sometimes we don't make sense to ourselves, sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, and we don't forgive it. Okay? And so what we're trying to say here is that I love what you spoke about specifically on forgiveness, simply because you know what, forgiveness is really the key. If you want to be, have peace of mind, forgive. And forgiveness starts from really accepting. If you cannot accept
Yeah.
something, you cannot forgive, diba? So which means accept that it is what it is and forgive. Sometimes it's okay to be wrong and be in a happier state of well-being than be right and feel sad and feel frustrated and feel disappointed, because let's be honest, the world doesn't owe anyone anything. It's really just a matter of how can we move forward, how can we proceed by actually accepting what is and by actually forgiving. What else, Luis?
Thank you for emphasizing that mix, no? Kasi you cannot forgive unless you accept. Kailangan accept muna bago mag-forgive. Diba? For me, maybe also part of emotional space, maybe two things lang. One is forgiveness. Number two, looking at your theory of space.
Aha.
Or
Ano yung yun nun?
who are you surrounding yourselves with? Are these people motivating you? Or are these people pulling you down? And that actually plays a big part in our emotional space.
Alam mo, gusto ko yan. Kasi marami sa mga, friends, or maybe, I want you to check on your friends, not to leave them or whatever, but to really just assess them. Are these people really serving me still? Or they're not serving me anymore? Again, we're not trying to disrespect anyone. We're not trying to dishonor people. What we're trying to do is take care of our own self-worth, is to take care of our own self-image, self-well-being or personal well-being, simply because ang ganda nung sinabi mo, if these people are trying to pull me down, if these people kailangan ko pang i-please, alam mo yon, Luis, yung parang, hala, kailangan ko pa kayong i-please, kailangan ko pa kayong pagbigyan just for me to gain that love or just for me to earn that love, then maybe you are in the wrong space.
Yeah. So make sure you are well aware that it's actually influencing how you look at yourself. So not only friends, sometimes it's even family members. And of course, we're not saying to disrespect your family, but also still love and respect your family, but at the same time, respect also yourself and ask yourself
Agree?
if it's still helping you or not anymore. That's it. That's
Right.
it for me. How about you? For you?
Yeah, for me, that's it also. I love what we're talking about here about clearing your emotional state. Let's just recap, a little bit on clearing your emotional state. It's all about, forgiveness, acceptance, and really checking who you surround yourself with. I guess, Luis, just for today, we've discussed a lot. We've given a lot of value, specifically on clearing your clutters, right? Specifically on clearing those clutters. And when we say clutters, it's not just about your physical clutters, but it's also about clearing also your emotional and mental clutter. So let's just recap a little bit, Luis. Can you just give us an overview about it?
Yeah, so physical, of course, start decluttering your home again. Start letting go of things that you're not using anymore. Start organizing your home, start room by room. And when you start actually letting go of these things, it actually makes room for new things to come. And not only that, not only new things, on not only material things but also opportunities. And at the same time, it allows you to be peaceful in terms of your physical space. And at the same time, also just like what I shared kanina, maganda also if you can donate yung mga stuff that you're not using anymore. That's for
So how
physical.
about
For
yeah?
mental, yeah, for the mental space naman, of course, it's important that we are aware of what are the things that we are putting in our minds. So, number one, so that you won't feel overwhelmed, have a to-do list or maybe yung chinare ni Mix kanina, schedule blocking. Also, it's important that we control or manage our consumption of the social media, manage our consumption of things that are not helping us in terms of our mental well-being. And also, um, take breaks, take rest, learn to take breaks and learn to take rest. Diba? Meron ba ako na-miss?
Yeah, it's all about that. How about emotional for you, Luis? Clearing your emotional space.
Yeah, clearing your emotional space. First is being aware, being honest, recognizing how you feel every day. And once you identify how you feel, whatever it is, whatever emotions that you're feeling, if it's negative, whatever emotions that are not serving you, accept what's going on, accept what's happening in your life, and forgive. Forgive yourself and give others. Forgiveness is the key. And number two, taking a look at who or who are the people around yourselves with. So to all who are watching us, I hope you can comment down below what was your greatest takeaway from tuning with us today and ano yung gagawin mo after this session. What is it that you're gonna apply? Because here in Dose of Bliss, we just don't want to share information. We want to be able to empower people to take action through the things that we're sharing here. So, anong nga ba yung sisimulan mong gawin right after this podcast?
And more than that,
Diba?
Luis, no, we'd like to support people as much beyond this podcast. We'd like to support people not just in terms of growth, not just in terms of learning, but we'd like to support them one-on-one. Maybe there are things in their, in their personal life that they want to be coached or consulted around. And so I'm gonna give something really, really powerful, no? Especially for all of our audience here. I'm giving away free coaching, okay? And not just me, but even you, Luis, no? We're gonna give away your dose of bliss with Migs and Louise is gonna give away free coaching. If you want that right now, email this email address over here, info that's migsflores@gmail.com or message me on my messenger account. Ang maganda dito, Luis, tayo talaga yung kausap nila. Okay? We don't do bots. Okay? Tayo talaga yung nagre-respond to them. So when they actually message us, okay, even in the pages, even in those things, okay, tayo talaga yung nagre-respond. What is it that they can get? What is it that they can expect in our coaching sessions, Luis?
Since we are actually licensed coaches, we help and support people in terms of life, wealth, health, and even relationships. So we want to be able to support you on whatever it is, even career as well. Career coaching we also do. So it's really focused on the holistic approach of a human being, and whatever it is, we want to be able to support to you.
Yeah. which means, of course, especially during this time, maybe some of you have been feeling down. Maybe some of you have been feeling, you know what, I don't know what to do. Maybe for some of you, you've been feeling, what is it that I can start right now? Maybe I have a lot of ideas in terms of relationship, in terms of business, in terms of career, in terms of money, in terms of my personal well-being. Then we're giving away free coaching just for you. And aside from that, Luis, what is it that you can support people with? Para at least alam nila that we're really one step forward in terms of not just supporting them with growth and development, but we're also supporting them in every aspect of their lives. No, so again, we're gonna give away free coaching. Okay, if you message or email this info right now, okay, we're gonna give away free coaching in terms of all aspects of life. Okay, and not just all aspects of life, but also, okay, I'd like to share this with you. One of our partners, no, one of our business partners has actually provided, okay, support in terms of, I mean, Luis, okay, you will understand me here. Of course, this is the time where you want security and convenience, right? Okay, sana you can still hear me, no? This is the time where you still want, okay, gusto mo pa rin ng security, gusto mo pa rin ng convenience, you want to have, okay, a kind of life, okay, or lifestyle, okay, na kung saan you are actually what? You're speaking to an expert, you're speaking to someone that can give you peace of mind, that can give you worry-free, whatever, and at the same time, you wanna experience a life wherein you are making things convenient. And so if you are that person, no, kung ikaw yan, we'd like to share with you a new launch. Okay, it's actually a new launch from our partner. Okay, new launch from our partner, and it's called Can Do. Okay, now what's Can Do? Okay, Can Do is a set of products. All right, Can Do is a set of products na kung saan it's really powerful because it's gonna give you unlimited. You heard that right, Luis, and you heard that right for everyone here, no? Uh, it's gonna give you unlimited, okay, 6 months, all right, to 1 year consultation at the comfort of your home, which means through the phone, through telemedicine, consultation via phone, okay, so that you don't have to, visit hospital not ever again, but you don't have to visit the hospital for your inquiries, for your consultation, and it's gonna give you security because you're not in the hospital, hindi ka pwedeng mahawa, um, hindi ka pwedeng magka-virus because it's the comfort of your home with free, okay, with free illness. I think that's 100,000, okay, free illness coverage. And so, if you want, okay, to have this unlimited 6 months to 1 year telemedicine consultation with 300,000 illness coverage, okay, I want you again to email us, all right, and I want you again to message us on Facebook because this is a very powerful tool. This is a very powerful launch, and at the same time, this is something that can really help you, especially at this time right now. Anything else, Luis, that you'd like to say about that?
Yes, Can Do is very affordable and accessible because you can just buy it online, apply online, and pay online for a few minutes, and you get to have a coverage for 1 year. You have a choice of either life insurance coverage or critical illness coverage, plus only consultations through Aventus Health Clinics. At the same time, for our critical illness plan, COVID is also accepted as long as it's on a critical condition already. So it's better to be covered at a very affordable price. So if you want to know more about that, just message us and we'll send you the details on where you can avail of this offer.
Right. So again, it's a new launch. It's Can Do. We want to make sure that you can do anything, you can do everything that you desire to do, okay, by actually giving you unlimited 6 months to about 1 year, okay, depending on your choice, in terms of medicine consultation with free coverages, okay, which means due to COVID is also accepted. Just let us know about it by what? Emailing us, okay, by actually emailing info.migsflores, okay, at gmail.com. Again, that's info.migsflores@gmail.com, or you can message me on my messenger account. All right.
Yeah,
That being
if
said,
you are
thank you so much,
watching,
everyone, for being here. Yeah,
yeah, if you are watching
go,
and
Louise.
you want to know more about this product, and if you're watching and you want to know more about this product, just comment down below. Can do. Just comment can do, and we'll message you around it. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Message. That being said, thank you so much. Always remember to have your dose of bliss with Migs
And Louise, have a great day.